What is going on, everyone? It is Tristan and Thomas, and today we're looking at Amusement Parks from Google Earth Part 2 of America. There is still much more that you guys requested, so we are definitely going to be taking a look at those. And of course, there was a little bit of critique/criticism about me not being able to recognize a coaster from the top-down view with support beam, especially the parks I've never been to before. But trust me, I care about all coasters, and I really like looking at all. That's why I'm doing this, is to look at different parks and get a feel for what parks are like from the sky. But Thomas has an opinion on that as well.
Okay, so I've been a coaster enthusiast since 2007. So pretty much out of all you people that are in the community now, I've been in it a lot longer than you. So I know all the steps because I've met tons of people like ACE members and a lot of park managers. I've talked to a lot of people. I've met a lot of people, so I know all the ranks of people. So first you have the GP, the typical GP, don't know crap. They point at Goliath and call it poltergeist, people like that. Then you have your at least wannabe coaster enthusiasts. They try, they get a lot of things wrong, but they try, they want to get interested. And those are the really cool coaster people that are trying to get into the community. Then you have your little baby coaster enthusiasts. They actually know some facts. They know what B&M is, they know what RMC is, but they don't know everything. Then you have your regular coaster enthusiast. This is the category I think Tristan falls into. He can recognize a park and some coasters for the most part by seeing pictures of them. And then but he doesn't know. They don't know everything. They don't know every single little detail. And then there's people like me, and maybe I guess Taylor from Coaster Studios is in that category now, and Logan's getting into that category. This is where you can look at a picture of a footer or a support beam, and you go, "Oh my God, that's the best coaster. That's Fury 325. I know what that is." That's the category that you guys think Tristan should be in, which he's not. He's not that insane like I am.
I've been doing this for 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, he's been an enthusiast for a year and a half, and
I mean,
because
an
of me.
actual enthusiast. I've ridden coasters for a long time, but I really started getting into the channel, really getting into YouTube and the channel with Thomas. But if you guys want to know, okay, then if you don't like coasters, what are you really good at? That's would be Star Wars and Formula One. You can show me a tire, a brake axle, or a brake or an axle of a car. I know what team it is. You show me someone's lightsaber. I know who it belongs to. Coasters, though, I am 1 year into it, whereas those things I'm multiple, decades into it. So decade and a half into it. But I'm 17. But anyways, we're gonna start off by looking at King's Dominion. Thomas, what do you think of this park overall?
It's a lot of things about it are like Kings Island. And then a lot of things are not as good as Kings Island. Like they're doing racing wooden coasters not as good as the racer.
There.
Yes. The Woodstock Express is the same. I think their Woodstock Express is in a unique location.
And of course, Intimidator 305. Thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, very nice Giga. They have a really bad air looper. So their sister park, Kings Island, has one of the best air loopers, and they got stuck with the worst one. Sorry, King's Dominion.
Very interesting. It looks like they may have a little bit of room a tiny bit of room to expand, right over here.
You can see the fence. It's kind of square shaped. They have some room
right around the road, definitely. They have a little bit of room left, and of course, if pretty much every park, if they want to expand even more, they tear into the parking lot, which a lot of parks don't want to do, obviously.
Which they did at Carowinds for Fury.
Yes, they did, but that's a freaking Giga. So, yeah. Pretty interesting park. I think it is definitely nice and mature, of course. Plenty of good coasters. Even that go-kart track right there. Of course, racing, I spot the go-kart track right away. There it is. But, yeah. So I think next we're going to move on to Dollywood.
Yes, sir.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I'll be there. Thomas will probably be there, too. So I'll be there the first week of June. We'll definitely have to meet up with everyone. And, yeah.
If I don't get the job, I'll be going there within 2 weeks after the beginning of June.
What did it really bring me to Dollywood's? It brought me to the water park.
Dollywood's really interesting because it has a really long curved stretch out parking lot. Even goes across the street.
Well, let me say first off, this is heavily. This is so thick, full of trees. Wow.
They have two parks, I believe. They have a water park, and on the other side they have the park.
Yeah, it brought me to the water park first. I had to scoot over to Dollywood. It's still loading, but here we go. We get a good view of Wild Eagle immediately. Very interesting.
You got it.
Mountain Slide Winder. Okay. Yeah.
I believe Lightning Rod is somewhere. It's not on this.
I'm looking.
They said I know it's like sort of on the front right half of the park, sort of.
Yeah, it's just so heavily wooded. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, I believe it's right. Yeah, it's right here, sort of. There's like a hill on the right side, and there's like a valley. That's where Lightning Rod's at. Yeah, Valley. Dollywood is a very interesting park. It has lots of terrain, lots of walking up and down and around. Where's Tennessee Tornado at? It's back here. Yeah, Tennessee Tornado's out in the back, out in this ravine. Very short ride, but it looks like a very fun ride. Hope we get to ride it.
Yes, hope so. Of course, it's also had some reliability issues with its opening. But hey, you know what? It's once they perfect it, it should be awesome.
Yes. What's really cool is like there's like sort of an island hill inside the park, and there are wild eagles on top of that. It's like a plateau in the middle of the park with park surrounding it with wild eagle on top of it. That's kind of cool.
Yes. Very dense. I have no idea where the border is, but it looks like they may be completely. They either have so much space to expand we don't even know, or they have no space at all. I can't tell. It's really hard to tell where the fence is. Maybe it's right along back here where I'm zooming in, so they may have a little bit of space left as well. But definitely a cool park, one of a kind. Definitely.
Yep.
So next, where should we head to?
Hershey Park sounds good to me.
Hershey Park.
One of our top recommended.
All right. Hershey Park, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
One of my top bucket list parks, because apparently Skyrush is the best coaster in the world.
Here we are.
Skyrush is the big yellow ugly thing popping out of the skyline.
Yes.
Looked like a B&M Hyper for a second, because of Google Earth.
So here we go, Hershey Park. Wow, it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me explain my GP moment. Oh, it wasn't GP. I knew it was Skyrush, but if you look at it, it kind of has the same shape, a drop. But then you look at the support structure. You can't really tell on Google Earth because it's really blurry and crappy.
Yeah.
But you look at the supports and you can go, oh, that's Intamin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Great Bear.
And it looks like the water park is literally in the middle.
Storm Runner and Fahrenheit. Looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and the dueling GCIs. Ooh.
And it looks like they're out of space too.
Yeah, they're near a city. They're pretty low. That's why they built Skyrush like on top of their classic Woody.
Yeah. But very cool park. It looks like very colorful actually. I'm seeing a lot of colors throughout the park. But yeah, that is definitely a heck of a park, and it looks like they are maxed out on land.
A very interesting B&M invert as well. Next up is for our friend Thomas, Lake Compounce.
Oh, have you made a video about that whole scandal?
Oh, he's good now.
All right, Connecticut. Let's go.
Whee! Boulder Dash, front right seat. Yeah, this is a really weird park. So when you enter, there's a giant lake on your right. That's Compounce Lake.
Yes.
And the park is called Lake Compounce, but the lake is Lake Compounce Lake. Here's Wildcat, Tristan. This crappy wooden coaster right at the entrance. This park is a very weird layout. It's also very ultra tiny.
Yes. Oh, do they have any room to expand? I have no idea.
They have 4 coasters. Phobia Fear is not on this, I believe. I'm correct. No, it is not on here.
And how much space do they actually have? You
know. They own this mountain. Boulder Dash goes up.
Like, do they have like this entire section? You know, like that green. You just see a bunch of green. I don't know. Interesting.
Actually, they might own a lot of this hill. I know they have a ride that goes up to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
It's pretty steep. It's a really interesting park. They have parking across the street, actually.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And it's like really trashy parking. It's like in a field.
I mean, who knows? People probably could be GP because I don't remember, but I think Holiday World is also across the street. You have to walk under a tunnel. I know there is a tunnel at some point. I don't remember if it's across the road or not. Which, yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty small parks. So next we have the park we're actually going to go to most likely on Saturday because over Dallas, has pretty bad weather looking like it. And Fiesta is having less, so we're going to Fiesta. And we're going to go and check it out right now because
Fiesta is, I mean, it is the worst park I've been to. I will say that.
Yeah, it's not a very... I've never had a good experience there, and Tristan's only been there once, but it was not as good as other parks because we're spoiled. I grew up at Kings Island. I was spoiled with one of the best parks in the world.
And I grew up at
which is not
Worlds,
fair.
which is another pretty good park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Superman right there, of course. Iron Rattler. I mean,
is that regular Rattler still in the
Superman
picture? I haven't gotten
Iron
there.
Rattler. Like, if they had 2 other rides of that caliber, it would be an amazing park.
Oh wow, they actually updated to Iron Rattler. You could.
Yeah.
This is from like 2013. You can see where the original Rattler was still.
There's the Spaghetti Bull right there.
Poltergeist.
It's guys, if it's not HD, it's not HD on mine either. It's Google Earth. It's just Google Earth. But yeah, launching coaster. Thomas, do you know how fast Poltergeist launches?
I think it's 51.
51.
Or 55. It's somewhere in the low 50s. It's somewhere around
pretty
there.
embarrassing compared to Mr. Freeze.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not totally about the speed. It's about the twists and turns. I shouldn't have taken you in the back seat on your first time.
Yeah, when we rode it, of course, my first time with backseat. Horrible, guys. I hate the coaster now. Hopefully, he has a chance for redemption, but yeah.
Superman is a fantastic.
I was not impressed. Yeah. Thank the Lord they have Superman. Otherwise...
And Tristan doesn't like Goliath either. He hates Batman the Right.
Goliath is okay. The clone is just, it's not my favorite. Being a raptor is a lot better.
Yeah, Goliath's my favorite Batman clone. I'm really excited to actually ride it this time. Maybe.
Oh, you marathon Goliath, dude.
36 times.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have free skip the line passes, and I don't think my dad's going, so if somehow we can get my dad's skip the line pass off his pass for Tristan, we'll do that. Because my dad's not going this time. My mom's taking me and my little brother and Tristan. And so me and Tristan will hopefully get free skip the line passes, and we'll probably use it on whatever, in the middle of the day, whatever ride has the longest line, we'll probably do that. Something like that.
Yes.
And we're actually gonna be vlogging on this trip too. This is gonna be a good trip, no matter which park we end up going to.
They've got a gigantic parking lot. I've never understood it, but yeah.
Believe it or not, people actually come here.
Yes. Across the highway. Yeah. So yeah.
You ready for the next park, Tristan?
Yes, next park.
You ready for the next park?
Yes.
Okay, well you can't hear me because Skype is being retarded. But our next park is Great Adventure.
We got our last park, guys. Six Flags Great Adventure.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
What do you think of this, Thomas, overall as a park again?
Well, you got your Stratocoaster. You have a lake behind the park. You have your safari at the park. You have El Toro. They took out their Classic Woody because they're stupid. They took out a Classic Woody for a crappy little drop tower. A triple drop tower. Zoom and gyro, drop a do. I feel like I'm advertising for Six Flags, which I should stop. Be sure to buy Got to Be Glued hair stuff, and yeah,
they
buy
actually
it.
have a decent go-kart track.
Yeah. Stop.
It's actually it has a little bit of resemblance as one of the really major F1 circuits in Turkey. Interesting.
Looks good.
Tiny resemblance.
Oh, and they
Sorry, go ahead. I was getting to racing talk.
That's good. They have a Superman Ultimate Flight B&M Flyer clone, and they got their parking lot stand-up coaster Green Lantern, which I hear from Coaster Warriors is actually a pretty good stand-up. And you got King Da Ka, and not that much. Where's the Batman clone? There it is. Batman's kind of off to the side there.
It's actually interesting. I guess the 2D printing puts it puts at a really weird angle for King Da Ka. It's almost like that the track is on the bottom and the supports are at the top. Look at it from the right. Yeah, that's just the Google Earth being stupid, but yeah.
Oh, and then also in the back you have Bizarro. That's really neat. That's a B&M floorless. And you got your mine train here. That's half over the lake, or a pond. That's like a creek pond type thing. And I don't know where the Batman clone's at in this park.
It looks like they may have. Oh, they may have some space left.
Visible.
They may possibly have some space left.
Where's looked at Google Earth with this right there. It is. It's on the far right side of the park, over by Nitro, right next to Nitro. And Nitro's either one of the worst B&M hypers or one of the best. I think it looks really good. Up there with Goliath, Diamondback, and Behemoth.
Hey, look, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor.
Mm-hmm. We have a water park.
Yeah. Is that a lazy river? Looks like it.
I think this park definitely competes with Magic Mountain. In fact, I think it might be close to better.
Yes. So
This
yes,
park doesn't even
definitely.
have any type of RMC yet because they have El Toro. I don't know if they'll ever get any kind of RMC. They might be the first to get a T-Rex. Never know.
Never know. I am looking forward to T-Rex track, guys. I'm really hyped for it. I don't know why. It just looks awesome.
Yeah. Do you want to do another park, or do you think
I
that's
think
good?
that's all we have time for, because next I want to talk about kind of what's going to come next from this Google Earth thing. I think that'll cover America. What do you think, Thomas?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I think that covers America. So
I think,
next we'll be going over to Europe,
yeah.
covering all the European parks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll definitely have to start. I don't even know where to start in Europe. There's so much to cover. That'll probably at least be a 2-part video, not even, maybe even 3. And then
Yeah.
from there, we can do a Middle Eastern video with Ferrari World, of course.
Oh, God. Okay.
That one will be fun, too. That'll probably only be 1 part. We'll just cover the highlights there. But, yes, Europe is up next, guys. Let us know if you have any requests for Europe. That'll at least be 2 parts. I really like the series. I think it's a great idea. I think it's something, a step in the right direction for Coaster Media as far as actual exposure to parks. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know how we're doing so far. Let us know what you guys want to see from us. And get ready for that vlog coming at the end of this weekend, because, of course, we will be in Fiesta, Texas this weekend. Hope to maybe catch you guys there, maybe not. I don't know. Who all's watching?
Me and Tristan will probably make some sort of video tomorrow for some reason. Something
just
fun
maybe like a
while we're
Friday,
together.
maybe like a maybe just a chill live stream. You know, who knows? But
Yeah, we'll probably do a live stream.
Yeah,
good.
just chill out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
That actually, depending on when this video goes up, it may be later tonight, because this is either going to get uploaded Thursday night or Friday morning. But that's beside the point. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.
See ya. Ride on, guys.